Getting ready for the sectional final this Friday night as Spring Grove takes on Lanesboro for the second time in a couple of weeks with head coach Kody Moore, and going back to last Saturday with victory over Grand Meadow, getting off to a good start, important in any game. And you guys were kind of guns blazing from the get-go, weren't you, Coach?
Yeah, that was going to be my big takeaway from this game. And first play from scrimmage, we were able to get Caleb Griffin loose on a long post pattern, and he made a nice catch and then got into the end zone. So our guys were pretty hyped for this game, and I think when you can start fast like that, it really just gets your confidence going for everybody. Makes it real difficult on the other team for them to have to play out of that hole to start the game. So I was real pleased with the way we started. Grand Meadow actually came back, and on a fourth down, they had a punt fake, kind of a broken play punt fake. We were right there to tackle the punter in the backfield, but he slipped the tackle and then threw it downfield for a touchdown. So they actually bounced right back after that. But then we were just kind of able to impose our will a little bit. And we were pretty solid all day, other than just a couple turnovers on offense. But overall, real pleased with the effort. I know Grand Meadow, they were pretty beat up coming into this one, and they got even more beat up during the game physically. But those guys did a good job of gutting it out, and overall, real pleased with our effort.
And when you have a situation where you're playing your third game in 11 days, how much of it is just riding adrenaline in a situation like that?
Yeah, that's definitely part of it. We set goals at the beginning of the season, and I think our guys are just really hungry to meet those goals. And at this point right now, it is really working hard and want to make sure we do everything we can to make that happen. Going back to the fast start type stuff, I think that comes down to senior leadership and those guys really making sure that our young guys are ready to go as well. And it's just been great to see 1 through 33 all locked in. And you're right, adrenaline is definitely part of it. And I think our guys are just pretty goal oriented and want to get the job done. So that's been great to see.
And after that tight window of those 3 games, how much of it is a mental and a physical relief this week, having a relatively normal week of practice?
I know coaching wise, it feels great to have a real normal week of prep where you have a few days. We take comfort in that, knowing that you can get back to that normal schedule, normal practice schedule, and having multiple days of practice in a row. So that's great. We just talked to the guys about the importance of making sure you take advantage of each day and each rep that you get in practice to make sure that we're as prepared as we possibly can be for the section title there Friday night. Extremely exciting opportunity. And I know our guys are hungry to play a great game, and should be a great matchup there Friday against Lanesboro.
And Lanesboro, a team you knocked off just a few weeks ago. Do you take anything from that game as you get ready for this game, or is it pretty much kind of getting ready for a new matchup?
Well, I think you draw some confidence in knowing that what you did before worked. And the fact that our guys know what we can do if we execute like we're supposed to, I think you draw some confidence from that. And it definitely is. It's, second time around, it can be a whole different beast. You got to adjust to what happens. We've been able to break down film of their last couple games, and I'm sure, they'll have a few different wrinkles for us as well. So we have to be prepared for that. But, I think the biggest thing is that you can draw confidence from that first matchup, and things can go differently, but I know our guys will be prepared for whatever Lanesboro throws at us. So.
And Mother Nature, based on the forecast, might throw you a few curveballs. Granted, both teams have to play in the same conditions, and you're on a turf field, which takes away a little bit of that. But do you prepare a little bit for what may be not the nicest weather night Friday night?
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit, actually, just so that our guys are mentally prepared for what they might see in terms of weather. And it's the old cliche of, hey, it is the same for both teams. So that's something to really understand. But we also, during practice this week, we're trying to wet the ball down a little bit so that our guys are used to that feel, and they can gain confidence from that feel of a little more of a wet ball. And I just don't think that we'll allow a situation like the weather to affect our play, because I know that we have great leadership and our guys aren't going to make excuses about that. And, you know, we're going to give our best effort, take care of the football, and hopefully get the job done on Friday night.
And from the confidence perspective, obviously you've been able to move the ball with a pretty consistent effort throughout the course of the year, but the constant has been the defense. You held Lanesboro to 6 points the first go around. You held their powerful running attack to less than 3 yards a carry. With the confidence that you have heading into this game, does it start really on that defensive end, kind of like it has all season long?
Definitely, Darren. I think that's the case. And, you know, with the weather maybe looking the way it might be, I think defense is going to be critical and, you know, trying to force turnovers and really do a good job of locking their power run game down. We know if it is wet, we're probably going to see a lot of that, and we probably would see a lot of that regardless of weather. But our defense definitely has done a great job, and I expect the same thing on Friday night. It's great that they set the tone. You know, when you get big hits and fly around and have fun early on defense, it sets a tone for a successful game and gets our guys going early on. So hopefully we can do that again and continue that trend Friday night.
All right, Coach, ought to be another dandy ball game Friday night. Hopefully next week we can talk about the first round of the state tournament, but you got a test to pass this Friday night. Keep your guys healthy. We wish you best of luck.
Thanks a lot, Darren.
Kody Moore, head coach of the Spring Grove Lions. Lions and Lanesboro in the sectional final at Dodge Center on Friday night.